Girl, you're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Cap Nation Live. Everything going haywire this morning. Please forgive me. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, Cap Nation Live. We're finally back in the office after a 2-day mandatory quarantine. After, I won't name the name, but somebody inside the office with a false positive exposure taking me out of the office for 2 days. But nonetheless, I did enjoy my little 2-day vacation at the house. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Everything is like haywire today. The computer that runs this, the screen is now broken and going every direction. The Vibe Interactive board looks like some aliens took it over with a bunch of letters and characters scrambled all around it. But nonetheless, we're here, folks. We're here. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. I'm glad to be out of quarantine and negative. And we're going to make it a good day today, because today's going to be a good day. It is Game of the Week day, which for the last handful of weeks has been falling on a Friday. Not the case this week. Man, that screen is all messed up. Woo! Game of the Week today. Yeah, a couple days ago, one of the web designers accidentally activated an NHL playoff package, which, first of all, it ain't the playoffs, and they're not going to give you the entire NHL season for $50 when it's $600. That is for sure. That is for sure. But nonetheless, if you purchased that, which there was only like 3 of you, they refunded it back to your account, because you can't have what we don't have, and we're not going to take your money for nothing, that's for sure. Sheriff Edward is in the house. What is going on, buddy? 1 second here. Speaking of the NHL, got 2 solid NHL plays that they put out today. I really like them. Game of the week is today. Super pumped, super excited, ready to rock and roll. We got NFL, we got college football, we got NBA. NBA is back. First time back in the office with NBA being back. Major League Baseball. Atlanta Braves going to try and close it out tonight. The hardest game to win is game number, the 4th game, that is. They should have, could have, would have already swept. However, game 3, they donked off after pitching and playing a perfect game. until the 8th inning in Game 3, and then they got slaughtered. But nonetheless, Braves are up 3-1. We've been in this spot before, us Atlanta Braves fans, last year, up 3-1 against the LA Dodgers, and the Dodgers came back to beat us in 7. And I'm not celebrating. I'm not getting overly excited. I am just anxiously awaiting the 4th win, if you know what I mean. Especially for us Atlanta Braves fans. So hopefully we'll have a trip to the World Series in our future. Hopefully. Alrighty, so we got a lot of good football today. We're going to jump into that. We're going to have some fun. Shane says NBA has been good to you. Good to hear. Good to hear. Games in general have been good to us, the general public, to everybody other than the sports books as of late. That is a fact. The general population has been hammering the books the last 2 months, which is good. It's good. It's about time the people win. Joe says that is not happening this year. You know, you'll probably see me at a World Series game, assuming the Braves don't dock it off somewhere along the lines over the next 3 games. Oh, boy. Let's hope it just ends today. Let's just hope the series ends today. Oh, Maxey going to be on the mound for the Braves, man. I like our chances with Max on the mound. Braves have been just hitting hot, just tagging Dodger pitchers and getting the job done. Now, the Dodgers have not announced who's going to be the starter. Here's the headline from two hours ago from USA Today. For battered, once mighty Dodgers, talk is cheap against the Braves with the season on the brink. I like it. Yeah, you know, it's always sucks when a player goes down in baseball. You know, for any team, any sport, you never want to see the team go down. You know, you want to beat the team at the best of their ability. But as a Braves fan, we'll take any win that we can get. We'll take any win that we can get. And Braves plus 1.5 has been money. 4-0 on the series. And we'll see what we can come up with today. BetOnline does not have any odds open for the game just yet with Max on the mound. Wait to see who the Dodgers select as their starting pitcher on short notice. I don't know if they go to a bullpen game and put everybody in the bullpen. I mean, they've used Scherzer, they've used Julio, they've used Walker, Gonsolin the other day for a little bit. I just don't know who they're going to use. Maybe Alex Wood. Maybe Alex will get the start, former Braves. Started with the Braves. Get finished off with the Braves. Edward says, I wouldn't care for every player. Right? No, I don't wish no harm on anybody. And any injuries, but maybe they could just sit. You know, maybe they get the stomach flu or diarrhea or the shits, the runs, you know, something like that. But hey, we'll take it every chance that we can get. Broncos and the Browns today. A lot of people riding the Browns today against Denver, not giving them a chance in Cleveland. Regardless of the fact that Mayfield is likely done until week 8. And then surgery in the offseason. From everything that I'm reading and hearing. NFL tonight, crazy. Broncos plus 1, over and under 40.5. If you've watched our daily free play video, you know what side we're on when it comes to the total. If you have not watched the daily free play video, you should. And by the way, game of the week today, if you make any purchase over $300 today, you will get my game of the week today free of charge. Just so you guys know. And you have until 7:30 Eastern time to get on board. But yes, any purchase of $300 or more today, and you will get my game of the week free. We got a frozen screen. We can take care of that. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix, folks. Have to say, Shane, I'm on the opposite. Regardless of the fact that Baker is out. Woo, what is this? Oh, man, let's see here. Yes, there it is. There's the link for it. So, but yes. Free game of the week with any purchase over $300. Charles says Dodgers will win the series. MLB needs drama, but MLB needs Dodgers in the World Series for TV money. Dodgers ain't winning. Joe Free says I'm on the Braves big today. I know it's over. World Series. Here we come. Braves, let's go. Quincy Scott says, anybody like SMU's team total over 41.5? We're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at all the games. We're going to start with the NFL. Week 7 drama starting in Cleveland between the Denver Broncos, who are 3-3 straight up, 3-3 against the spread, 2-4 to the over, against the Browns, who are 3-3 straight up and 3-3 against the spread. Identical straight up and against the spread records. However, they are the exact opposite when it comes to the total. They are 4-2 to the over. Keep in mind, the Browns coming off 2 straight losses, losing to the Chargers on the 10th of October, 47-42, and then getting their asses handed to them by the Cardinals, 37-14. Both of those games did go over the total. First 2 games that Cleveland played went over. The middle 2 under, the last 2 over. Coming off their total beatdown by Arizona. Denver 8-2-1 against the spread in their last 11. I can't add today. 8-2-1 in the last 11 games against Cleveland. Denver won 3 games straight to start the season. We rode them big against the Giants. We rode them big against Jacksonville. We rode them big against the Jets. And now they've lost 3 straight. Losing to the Ravens 23-7. Losing to the Steelers 27-19. And then last week, losing to the Raiders 34-24. However, we hammered the over in that one. And we cashed a nice big ticket on Sunday for our NFL Sunday Guarantee. Which, by the way, you guys are not going to want to miss this Sunday's NFL Guarantee. It is going to be a banger just like last week. The Broncos 6-1 against the spread their last 7 games on the road that have played on Thursday. Their last 7 road games played on a Thursday, they're 6-1 against the spread. Cleveland just 3 wins, 20 losses, and 2 pushes against the spread in their last 25 games at home against resilient defenses allowing more than 17.15 yards per passing attempt. Sorry, yards per point. Reading through the comments. Yes, we all know the Dodgers sell a lot of merchandise and Mookie sells a lot of merchandise. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Broncos, 13-2 to the under. Their last 15 games when playing on the road against inefficient defenses, allowing less than 14.4 yards per point. And like I said just a little bit ago, the Broncos are 8-2-1 in their last 11 games against the spread against the Browns. They have covered 8 out of the last 11 games against the Browns. Granted, they haven't played in a couple years, and Teddy wasn't there. Teddy. You guys where I'm going with this one, right? Denver averaging a measly 3 touchdowns a game, 21 points a game. They average 117 on the ground, 4.6 yards per carry. Not bad. 251 in the air, 6.9 yards per passing attempt. Not bad. Then you got the Browns, which these numbers are all going to change because Baker is not going to be at the helm. We're going to get old Case Keenum at the helm for the Browns. They're averaging 168 on the ground. Look for the Browns to establish the run game and try to establish, and it's going to be run heavy today. Yes, Charles. Teddy will be on the field today. The Browns already averaging 168 on the ground, 5.2 yards per carry. They're going to have to step up the run game, no doubt about it. They averaged 228 in the air over the course of the season with Baker, 7.8 yards per passing attempt. But where we really need to focus in on is the defenses. Obviously, Denver's defense has been stingy, and a lot of people are going to base the total off of those numbers that they see next to Denver and Cleveland's name. Denver giving up 85 rushing yards a game, 3.7 yards per rushing attempt. They also give up 229 in the air, 7.1 yards per passing attempt. However, they average only having to defend 23 rushing plays a game. When you start doubling that or increase it by 50%, that is all going to change. They give up 7.1 yards per passing attempt. The Browns on defense give up 25.2 points per game. Add the math, there's already, 43.5 points a game, total sitting at 40.5, just based off the defenses alone. The Browns run defense, pretty solid. Very similar numbers to the Broncos. They only give up, 87 yards a game on the ground, 3.6 yards per carry. But they only have to defend it 24 times a game, where they're defending 33 passing plays a game where they give up 221, 6.8 yards per passing attempt. Look for Denver to try and establish a run and run the ball and run the ball and run the ball today. However, when it comes to the total, everybody and their mother is riding the under. I get it. When you take a look at the defensive numbers, and that's that, if you only look at the defensive numbers, you'll see that they trend towards the under. But when you start breaking down how each team should match up, side-by-side comparison. Hold on one second, guys. I totally expect 40.5 to get broken. Now, we may not be seeing 50, 60 points today in today's game. Maybe we do. It's not what I expect. I expect it to be a close game. So do the books. Broncos catching one. I lean towards the Broncos in this game. I expect Teddy to come out and light the world on fire today. While I lean on the Broncos plus the 1, I think a teaser might be a better opportunity. Throw the Broncos in a 7.5 point bet online teaser. Now you're getting them at plus 8.5. Cha-ching, yes, cha-ching. You just got to find something else to tease it with. Tease it with the over. Broncos in the over. Broncos in the over at bet online and a 7.5 point teaser. Talk about enticing. Broncos plus 8.5 in the over 33. I like it. I like it. Now, some people may not agree with me. Some people may be on the Browns. Some people may be on the under. And that's perfectly fine. They're entitled to their opinion. They are entitled to their opinion, and nobody's forced to bet anything that they don't want to. That is for sure. I love seeing difference of opinions because that is always great. As of right now, it's pretty 50-50 when the betting comes to the over and the under. Matter of fact, it's like 1% more on the under than the over. That number should definitely change towards the under when it's all said and done. Pretty close to 50-50. It's off by 53-47 when it comes to the spread, with 56% of the money coming in on the Browns on the money line. Edward, you're cracking me up. Yeah, it's about time for Shane to start plowing some snow. It's almost winter time. Rich says, tease the over in Denver when the line was still 3.5. I like it. Imagine getting Denver plus 11 in the total. I like it. I absolutely like it. But again, if you watch the daily free play video, you guys know what I am. Where I am when it comes to the total. Ty, which sport is the game of the week? If you want to know, you got to get on board. If you want to know, you got to get on board. It shouldn't matter as long as it's a fucking winner. That's all that matters, my brother. That is all that matters, is that the game is going to deliver money in your pocket. Agree, Edward. Even the Browns broken, no quarterback. They still have opportunities and places where, like you said, where they could break down the Broncos. 100% agree. But I think when it's all said and done, old Teddy is going to get the job done. Chef Bear says it could be bowling. Turtle number 7, race 3. Track number 2 in the back of Adelitas. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. You are correct when you bring the same preparation, Edward, for a Thursday game versus a Sunday game. A lot less days when it comes to preparation, that is for sure, especially for the traveling team. Luckily, for Denver, they're, at least not completely West Coast, so, obviously the travel time is not as much, but it does play a big factor in it, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. The sheriff says the Denver defense can show up and their offense looks good lately, but this is a Thursday game, not the same preparation. So for everybody that can't read the comments or not reading the comments, that's what Sheriff Edwards said. Alrighty, so hold on one second, guys. So, just want to put this out there. We only post our plays when they're ready. I get sometimes they come out later in the morning or later in the afternoon. We always post them with plenty of time for everybody to have opportunities to bet them. But remember, we can't post plays if we just don't have them ready yet. And if you're one that just wants us to rush to put out plays, then you're not wanting the best from us. So please remember that when we are putting out plays, sometimes they come out later. My personal plays have not been released yet. They will be as soon as we're off the live show, though, shortly after. Chef Bayer says finally able to use FanDuel in Connecticut. Very nice. I am the platform's nice. I love DraftKings though. I will be heading down to the FanDuel Sportsbook at the Suns Arena shortly after the live show when I get done with a little bit of work to do a cash pickup. Excited for that one. I love my cash pickups from FanDuel. Maybe I'll post some pictures from down in their book. By the way, Game of the Week today, for everybody that doesn't know, you can get my Game of the Week free with any single purchase of $300 or more on the website today. And if you're not on it, get on it. $100. Huge, huge, huge play. Comes with a big guarantee. Guaranteed to win. You get the next one free. But FanDuel's definitely nice. DraftKings same game parlay options are much better. FanDuel, we cracked them. A lot of people cracked them in weeks 1 through week 3, and they cut out a lot of their options. Passing TDs, a lot of that stuff being added into same game parlays were cut out because they got violated. You guys seen a couple of those same game parlays that I posted for 19,000, 10,000. They got violated. That they did. And I'm proud to say we were part of it. Proud to say we were a part of it. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, FanDuel definitely straight up. That is for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, Edward, they took out a lot of things that we were hammering them on. That is for sure. That is for sure. All right, so let's take a look at some college football action because we're not going to be live for too long today. And we're going to try and get through most of these if we can. Tulane at SMU. SMU was laying 13.5. That number has risen to 14. Actually, no, it's hanging around 13.5. It's hanging around 13.5. It was 14 this morning, back to 13.5 at BetOnline minus $1.15. Total over and under, you got a big one here, 70.5 when it comes to the total. But, I mean, when you take a look at Tulane's offense, they averaged almost 33 points a game. They average 140 on the ground, 3.9 yards per carry, 258 in the air, 7.2 yards per passing attempt. You've got SMU. They average 195 on the ground, 5.1 yards per run. They average 316 in the air, 8.3 yards per passing attempt. They average 40.7 points a game. Combined, these two teams average 73.5 points per game. But it's not just their offense that leads you to the over. It's the defenses. Tulane's defense, while they're sitting 1-5 straight up, 2-4 against the spread, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-1 to the over. It's their defense that is allowing games to go over. Tulane's defense is giving up 40.2 points per game. They give up 197 a game on the ground, 4.6 yards per carry. They give up 277 in the air at 8.4 yards per passing attempt. They are -6 on turnovers. It doesn't matter which way you want to bend Tulane over, you can do it. Doesn't matter how you want to do it. You want to do it running the ball, you're going to be successful against Tulane. You want to do it in the air, you're going to be successful against Tulane. A team like SMU that averages 38 run plays to 38 passing plays and 195 on the ground at 5.1 yards per carry. They can run the ball all over Tulane. They can pass the ball. They can do whatever they want. As far as the total goes, you take a look at SMU's defense. Yeah, they're only giving up 22.1 points per game. Keep in mind, they gave up 9 to Abilene Christian. Whoop-de-doo. Gimme game. They gave up 12 to North Texas. North Texas sucks. When they played Louisiana Tech, they gave up 37 points, and they barely won the game. When they played TCU, they gave up 34. They played South Florida, they held them to 17. And when they played Navy, they still gave up 24 to Navy in their run game. Tulane's going to run the ball. It's probably their only hope. SMU does get torched in the air, though. They're giving up 8 yards per passing attempt at 252 in the air. They give up 139 in the ground, 3.8 yards per carry. SMU 9-2-1 to the over against lesser defensive teams, allowing more than 29 points per game. I do not have a single play on this game when it comes to the total. As far as the total goes, I lean towards the over. I'm not a big fan of the 70s, and it's sitting at 70.5, so you're going to need that 11th score if they're all touchdowns. I'm not a fan of the 70s. I'm just not. I don't like their music. I don't like much about it. And hell, I don't like totals in the 70s either. But I do believe this game eventually makes its way over. The first quarter total is sitting at 14. I like the first quarter total. I do. I like the first quarter over. I think they jump out to at least 14 points. And as long as there's no major stalls, they should break it. But again, 14 is that magic number that I generally will stay off of. It's a number that I will generally stay off of. When it comes to the first half, BetOnline has it at 35.5, over and under 100. If it was 35 or less, I would probably jump on the first half over. But I'm not. I'm going to steer clear of that one. SMU's team total, hovering at 42. SMU's team total, keep in mind, North Texas, they scored under 42. Louisiana Tech, the game went over, they scored less than 42. They scored 42 even against TCU. They scored 41 against Navy. In order for them to break 42, they've only done it, once this season? They've hit 42 once, and they've broken it once. It's not going to have to get to 42 for this game to go over the total. But then maybe it does if they blow them out. Maybe it will if they have, if they end up blowing them out. But as far as this game goes, I like the over. I think the over has some great value to it. I think the over has some great value to it. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. So as far as this game goes, I like the over. Louisiana Lafayette, Arkansas State. The Raging Cajuns laying that big number, man. The Raging Cajuns laying a big number. Laying 18, minus 900 on the money line, on the road against Arkansas State. Another high total of 70. I've got to play on the side on this one, so we're going to steer clear of that one. But I mean, you've got Arkansas State 1-5 straight up, 3-3 to the over. And then you've got Louisiana Lafayette, who's 1-5 to the over. 5 of their 6 games have all gone under. Now keep in mind, they have played Texas. They had a gimme game against Nicholls State, and they struggled mightily. They barely beat them 27-24. They put up 49 against Ohio, beat them 49-14. They put up 28 against Georgia Southern, beat them 28-20. They put up only 20 against South Alabama and beat them 20-18. App State, they rolled, put up 41, beat them 41-13. That game still stayed under the total of 57.5, with the total landing at 54. Louisiana Lafayette has 20 wins, 8 losses, and 1 push against the spread, dating back 21 years on the road versus an opponent after a conference straight-up loss, historically speaking. Throw that shit right out the window. Both teams averaging 30 points a game. Louisiana Lafayette getting the win by 0.5 point on average. One thing Arkansas State does not do is run the ball. They average 87 yards a game on the ground, 3 yards per carry. However, Louisiana Lafayette's run defense gives up 154 a game on the ground, 4 yards per carry. I mean, not like Arkansas State's run defense where when you look at the stats, you're like, man, this must be fucking wrong. They give up 7 yards per carry. All you have to do is run the ball to get a first down. Run the ball twice and you get a first down on average. They give up 268 a game on the ground, 316 in the air. I mean, shit, they're giving up 574 yards a game on offense. They give up 10.3 yards per passing attempt. Have your field day with Arkansas State's defense, and they're going to put up some points. But Louisiana Lafayette has shown us that they have allowed shitty teams to stay in it, shitty teams to score and be competitive. The 18 points, is it going to be valid? Going to have to sign up to find out. As far as the total goes, I think the total's high here. Unless Louisiana Lafayette is going to put up near 60 points, based on what the bookmakers are saying, I don't see it happening. If this is a competitive game, it could be decided by a couple of points. And I do not see Arkansas State putting up 35 or 42 points and getting us into the 80s. Arkansas State's trash. But Louisiana Lafayette has shown that they allowed trash to stay in it this year. That they do. AKA Nicholls State, winning by 3. Ohio, they slaughtered. Georgia Southern, they won by 8. South Alabama, they won by 2. Edward says Arkansas State a different level of trash. Right? Now, Florida Atlantic and Charlotte. We're going to skip all over this one. I do apologize, but we've got plays on both side and the total on both of these these options here. You want to know? Got to get on board my personal plays, premium plays, all of that stuff. Now, the San Jose State game and UNLV. UNLV 0-6, hasn't notched a victory yet. They're at home, but they're 4-1-1 against the spread. They've been a covering machine. UNLV has been a covering machine. They covered against Arizona State. They were catching 34.5. They covered against what? Fresno State. They were catching 30. They covered against Texas, San Antonio, UTSA. They were catching 21.5. They just covered against Utah State, catching 7.5. However, when they were a small dog against Eastern Washington, they still pushed. The only line they didn't cover was against Iowa State, where they were catching 32. San Jose State is 9-1 to the over their last 10 games on the road versus anemic teams being outscored by opponents by more than 13.5 points per game. You've got San Jose State struggling so far. They were definitely favorites for the Mountain West. 3-4 straight up, 2-5 against the spread. 3-4 to the under. 4 of their 7 games have gone under the total. UNLV is what, 4-2 to the under? When you take a look at the line on this game, first of all, San Jose State catching 4 minus 183 on the money line. UNLV is a covering machine, 4-1-1 against the spread. I do not think UNLV notches a victory today. I think they give San Jose State a little run for their money, but I think San Jose State works it out when it's all said and done. When you take a look at UNLV's defense, they're giving up 149 on the ground, 302 in the air. We all know San Jose State was supposed to be the passing team in the Mountain West this year. I think they get their game going today. Hopefully they don't have a big look ahead because they get Wyoming, Nevada, and Utah State, and then Fresno State again to end their season. Fucking crazy. Here we are talking about the end of a season in college football. Whew, it seems so close. It's almost done. As far as this game goes, I like San Jose State. However, they're laying 180 on the money line. If I was going to do anything rather than lay 4 points and hope they win by 5 against a team that is just an absolute covering machine, I would just lay the juice. I would lay the 70 cents more. I would take them on the money line, which I don't, by the way. I don't have a play on the side on this game. But if I did, I would just roll the dice on the money line, lay the $1.80, and cash a ticket and call it even. If you got to bet a little less, who fucking cares? Money in your pocket. I got money in my pocket, and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I do. I'm going to go buy a new gun. Wait, no, I just did that yesterday. FN 509 compact. But yeah, if I was going to roll anything, it'd be on the money line. As far as the total over and under 44, I don't see this a low-scoring game. I just don't see this as a low-scoring game. This total is trappy. I mean, it's real trappy. Lowest total on the board. San Jose State has the capability. However, they've only been scoring 19 points a game. But they did score 45 in the season opener against Southern Utah. They scored 37 against New Mexico State. But then again, obviously San Diego State, they caught me on the total last week on that one. Fuck those guys. Gennaro, do I know what the prizes are? We should be announcing that soon. But as far as the side on this one goes, I like San Jose State, money line. Total, I think the total goes over. I think the total, we have a making for a lot of fucking points based on the defenses alone, but it's the offensive ability that we need San Jose State to snap out of it. UNLV, they're going to put up some points, all right? They put up 33 against Eastern Washington. Yeah, they were held to 10 against Arizona State. They put up 30 in a loss to Fresno State. That says a lot right there, all right? That says a lot right there. They put up 17 against UTSA. They put up 24 against Utah State. That says a lot right there. But when you start breaking it down, San Jose State's team total over 24.5. Let's cash it. Now, the board went haywire on us, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. They're still waiting for a refurbished board to replace it with, so I got on to them like, dude, just send me a new one or give me my money back so I can buy a new one. So this is what the board looked like when I came in the office this morning. Like, somebody's messing with us. Hold on. Somebody's messing with us. This is what the board looked like when I came in this morning. Like, yeah, no. Like, yeah, no, we'll pass on that one. Thanks, Bob. Oh, so, there we go. Let it copy and paste right there. All right, so San Jose State's team total. TT for team total. All right? Team total. Over 24.5. The juice is minus $1.15. And we're going to cash that one. DJ Ayers, what's going on, man? Brian, good morning. Or good afternoon, everybody. Anybody on soccer? Good luck to all of you guys that are playing some early soccer today. I know Chef Bear said Braga was up. I was looking for the update on it. There it is. Yeah, they're up 1-0, 22-minute mark. Texas FanDuel has 23.5 at minus 124. Even better, man. Even better. I like that number even better. All right, folks. Unfortunately, that's all that I have for today when it comes to college football and the NFL. You guys all know where I lie when it comes to Major League Baseball. Go Braves, but that is a biased opinion today. That is a biased opinion today. Remember, my game of the week is today, not tomorrow. My game of the week is today, not tomorrow. You can get it for free with any purchase over $300 today. We will give it to you free. Or you can just buy it outright, $100 guaranteed to win. You get the next one free, and it's going to be a big one. So if you're not already on it, get on board. It is going to be an amazing time, amazing rest of the week. And, man, let's make a lot of money. Let's make a lot of money tonight. Let's kill those books, all right? So with that being said, that's what I have for today. I'm looking forward to today and then Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Man, I can't wait, all right? I absolutely cannot wait. Good luck. Wager responsibly. Don't do anything stupid, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. 11:30 on the East, 8:30 on the West. Good luck, everybody. Have a great day. Have a blessed day.